Hey guys, this is Johnny Boyle with TryMoto. I'm here today with my 2025 Kawasaki KX250. Boys and I just finished riding up at Twin Hills Motorcycle Ranch in Bridgeport, Texas. Had a fantastic time. Just buddies hanging out, having a great time. So this bike right now, I want to go over some general torque specs, some bolts, so that I find are very important. Also want to do an oil change. We're going to change that oil filter. We're going to do an air filter change as well. Before you do any maintenance tips or any type of maintenance on a bike, make sure you pressure wash it, you cleaned it, keep debris out of everything. So this bike's already been cleaned, she's ready to go. So let's get into it. All right, what I like to do after a good ride, I like to make sure all my plastic bolts are tightened up to spec. So these bolts right here are 8mm. Well, this is a 10mm, 8mm, 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 8mm. You got your 8mm. These 10mm bolts are tightened to 25 Newton meters. Whereas the rest of these bolts are tightened to 7 Newton meters. So I got 7 Newton meters on the torque wrench. I got my 8mm socket. That's what I'll do. I'll set here, put it on. That one's already clicked. Clicked. This one. Click. This, you will need an extension. When you use an extension, it does lessen your torque. But we're going to do it anyways. It's up underneath here. Put it. Sounds good. Now it's 25 Newton meters. 25 Newton meters. Put on your 10mm socket. Click. Click. And that's done. Now we're doing the lower and front fork clamps. They are 10mm bolts. 1, 2, 3, 4. You'll have 1, 2, 3, 4 on the other side. They are to be torqued down to 23 Newton meters. 23 Newton meters already set on the torque wrench. Come up, put it in, click, click. It's gonna be a little pain. Click. Click. So you will. Click. 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 I'm going to be torquing the 4 bolts here, 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 and here to 9 Newton meters. This is your front brake master cylinder clamp bolts. This is your clutch master cylinder clamp bolts. Both 8mm, torque down to 9 meters. Click. Click. These were actually really loose. Click. Click. We're going to be tightening up the handlebar clamp bolts. They are 10mm bolts. They are torqued down to 25 Newton meters. I already have the Newton meters on or selected torque on my wrench. You just can move your pad up like that. Put it in here like this. Get it seated. Click. Click. Then pull your pad up. Bring it back over to the other side. Click. Click. And then you just pull up your pad, back down, good. Now we're going to be torquing down the rear disc brake bolts. They are to be torqued down to 23 Newton meters, and they are 6mm bolts. What I like to do to know where I started, so I know where to stop, I just take a blue marker or a marker of any kind, just put a little mark on it. I'll leave the bike in neutral, put my bolt in. It's already clicked, so we're good. Rotate it. It's already clicked. Put there, put it in. Already clicked. Clicked. And we are back to the beginning. So now we know to stop.
Go.
Now we're going to be torquing down the front disc brake bolts. They are 5mm bolts. They are torqued down to 10 Newton meters. Again, what I'll do is I'll take a marker and I'll just make a slight tick on the one I start with. Right there, for example. Put right here. Click. 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 We're back to the beginning. Now we're going to be torquing down your rear brake pedal bolt. It is an 8mm bolt, torqued down to 25 Newton meters. In, click, we'll make double sure. Yep, done. Now we're going to be taking the oil out of this bike. There's two theories on this. One, you can run the bike with the oil warm up and drain it. Me, I'm of the mindset the bike is cold, all the oil is in the bottom, and we're just going to drain it right out. So it's a 12mm socket. Let's go underneath the bike and let's take a look. Bolt right here, 12mm. Just loosen it up. There's the oil draining. You can see this oil right here. I changed this oil right before I ride. I only rode for about 6 hours, but it's a new bike and I like fresh oil. That oil is nice and clean. So we're going to let that drain out. Again, that's like brand new oil. We're going to let all that drain out and we'll be back with you when it's drained out. All right, guys, when the oil starts to trickle out like this, what I like to do is take the bike and I'll just kind of move this over and I'll tilt the bike over like that. Kind of move the oil around, push that over with my foot. Get a little bit more oil out. Back over. And tilt it. Okay, now we're going to put in the oil drain bolt. What I like to do, again, it's a 12mm bolt. I like to start it by hand. Get it started by hand, then I'll have an extension with my bolt already on it. I sit there, I just kind of work it back in to hand, make sure I don't miss thread. Like that, take that off. I'll get my torque wrench, put it on, make sure it's tightened. It's already set to 10 Newton meters. That's what you want to tighten this thing up to, is 10 Newton meters. Right there is the click, so you can see the click, nice and tight, and that's it. Okay guys, now we're going to be taking out the oil filter and putting in a new one. Tools I like to use, my air compressor, roll of paper towels. I like to have it's obviously going to be your 8mm socket, a pair of pliers to take out the old oil filter, your new oil filter and your torque wrench, you're going to be torquing these two bolts right here down to 10 Newton meters whenever we get to that part. The filter for this 2025 KX250 is a KN207. Right now what we're going to do is we're going to take this, we're going to loosen up these bolts. Don't just loosen one, I like to loosen both just a little. Get that. Okay, kind of get them nice and loose there. Then when you get down to that point, take your socket, just kind of loosen them up. This one, loosen them up, and take this one out. Set your two bolts off to the side. Then what you gotta do is you gotta kind of pry this. There's gonna be some oil that comes out, so make sure you have an oil pan. Okay, see the oil comes out there. You're gonna have a spring attached to it. Make sure you don't lose that spring. While that's draining out, just kind of let that drain for a second. What I did here is I propped my bike. You can see I propped it up against my garage door so the bike is more upright. You don't want to lean it on its triangle because the oil won't come out as good. And you also don't want to put it on a stand because you won't be able to get your oil pan up underneath. So just lean up against something so it's upright. Take this while it's draining out. You can take off your spring. Come over here. What I do is I take a paper towel and I just kind of soak up the old oil in the paper towel, kind of hold the spring. We're just letting that still drain out. Again, just soaking up all that old oil. I'll take another paper towel, actually. What I like to do is take that spring, just set it in a paper towel. Just set it off to the side. That way it's done. Just sitting here soaking it up, letting that oil drain out. So now that's all pretty much done. I'll sit here and take that around like that. Just clean out that old oil. Then what I'll do is I'll throw that paper towel away, get out my air compressor, and what I'll do, just kind of sit here, getting out that old oil. I'll just kind of wrap it. Now what I'll do is I'll take my pliers and put it in here like this, and it just pops right out like that. There's your old oil filter. What I do is I inspect it visually. I'm looking for any chunks of metal, anything abnormal. Again, I'm not seeing it. You can just drop that into your oil down there. Okay. Then what I'll do is I'll just get a paper towel. All I'm going to do is kind of put that in there like that. Just soaking up that old oil. That oil is still coming out pretty good. Just soaking that up. You can even kind of take this, move this, grab your bike, and just kind of tilt it, let it drain, put it back. That oil's pretty much done. So then what I'll do, keep getting that oil out. Stay right there. Get out that old oil. Take my air compressor. Blow out that. All right. pretty good. Blow that out. And what I'll do, open up my new oil filter. All you do is make sure that the rubber side goes in. Very important that it's loaded right. That metal side needs to be out. So you put it in just like this. Push it in. You'll kind of feel it seat. And what I'll do is I'll grab this case right here, the cover, just kind of wipe off anything. I'll give it a shot of air. Then I just line it up. Actually, got to forget your spring here. Let me grab that. So you put your spring just like that. I'll have one screw in my hand. It goes one way, so it's got to go this way. Just like that. Get the screw started. Get the other screw started. I'll take my socket and I'll just tighten it down by hand. Doing each one. That one's by hand. That one's now by hand. What I'll do is take my torque wrench, which I've already set up to 10 Newton meters. All you do, put it on here. Again, just give it a turn, make sure kind of tightening evenly. So now we're going to tighten this one up. There's the click. Tighten this one. There's the click. Do it just once. And that's it. Alright guys, now we got the oil drain plug put in to 10 millimeters torque spec. We got the new oil filter in. Both these bolts tightened up to 10 millimeters torque spec. Now it's time to add oil. I like using Valvoline 10W40 4-stroke motorcycle oil. Synthetic, full synthetic. The instruction manual states with a filter change, it is 0.95 liters or 1 US quart. So what we're going to do is we're going to add this whole quart to the engine. Take this. Now we're just going to add the plug. I like a big flathead screwdriver. Make sure your seal is tight. Thread it by hand. Don't want to miss thread. Once it's down, take that big flathead screwdriver and just tighten it down. And that's it. Alright guys, now we're going to be changing the air filter in this 2025 KX250. Real simple, you come up here, just pop this out. Put your plastic piece over here, away. Pull these two tabs. Okay, reach in, pull your filter out. That's your filter. So all you're going to do is we're just going to be replacing it. Put a new one on actually. So now you just push up, the whole thing comes out. Take this, put it off to the side. This just comes out, just like that. Now that comes out just like that. Set that over on a towel. This is the filter. Little dirty. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here. Take this filter. What I like to do is use K&N air filter cleaner. Spray it pretty good. I'll get a nice lather going. Once that's good, I'll dump it in my soapy water. I already have the soap mixed in. This laundry soap. Mix that in. Good. Come here. You can walk. You can walk. Good. Come. That'll do. What I'll do, we'll come over here and set that down and let that dry. This is the new air filter I have. The Kawasaki, just OEM version. This one's already ready to go. What I want to do is I want to oil it up. So I use FFT foam filter treatment. It's great stuff. All you do, put it on pretty good. I like to get it really oiled up, but you don't want excess because you don't want all that going into your engine. But you definitely want it to be able to trap all the debris. I'm working inside, working outside. Yeah, one time. Working out. All right. That filter is ready to go. So that we do here. This only goes in like that. So what you do, it has these little grooves, these little tabs. Put that in. Put that in. The KX series is slightly harder than like a KLX series for the foam, or for the filter. Then, once you have all those tabs in, you take this. Again, it only goes one direction. And what you do, I just want to push it down like this over the outside. You'll feel it click in. You can kind of and all I'm doing is kind of pulling that filter to make it a little bit more flush. You're going to wrap that around that side like that. I'm still trying to, there we go, get it flush. Pulling that, just lightly pulling it. That's pretty good. Then these two tabs right here, you'll see them right here and right here. You stick it in like that. You will feel it kind of seat itself. I like to reach my hand in and just kind of wiggle it. You'll feel it seat. Pop that over. Pop this over. Just like that. Fits in just like that. You're good to go. Again, I'll put my hand in and just kind of wiggle it back there. You are good. Take off your gloves. Now we're just going to put back on the plastic piece. Plastic piece goes in like this. You'll feel it click. Put that underneath the seat. Push those little grommet things in. And now the air filter is changed.
Mm-hmm.